Yo, I am S Sizzle and I'm 12.
And I am EB1 and I am 11.
We are the gangsters of history and political economy. Yup, you got that right.
The treaty ended the state of war between Germany and the Allied powers. It was signed on 20th June 1919 in Versailles, exactly 5 years after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which had directly led to the war. However, there was a gaping hole in the treaty that led to the rise of Germany under Hitler. So what was so humiliating and shaming for Germany to regain strength and lead up to World War II?
Of the many provisions in the treaty, one of the most important and controversial required Germany to accept the responsibility of Germany and her allies for causing all the loss and damage during the war. Article 231 later became known as the War Guilt Clause. The treaty required Germany to disarm, make ample territorial concessions, and pay reparations to certain countries that had formed the Entente powers. In 1921, the total cost of these reparations was assessed at 132 billion gold marks, then $31.4 billion or 6.6 billion pounds, roughly equivalent to 442 billion US dollars or 284 billion UK pounds in 2021.
Instead of bringing Germany to Allied forces orbit, the ultra-harsh treaty plagued by hyperinflation and a collapsing economy. John Maynard Keynes, a British delegate to the Paris Peace Conference, predicted that the treaty was too harsh, or Carthaginian peace, and said the reparation figure was excessive and counterproductive. He even wrote a book called The Economic Consequences of the Peace.
Just as a footnote, he is not a military strategist or an international expert, but he is one of the most important figures in today's global economic order, right next to Karl Marx and Friedrich Hayek. We will discuss John Maynard Keynes in one of our future videos.
According to military strategist Samuel W. Mitcham, Niccolo Machiavelli would have advised the prince, which in this case Allied forces, to never inflict small hurts. This is exactly what the Allies did with the armistice and the Treaty of Versailles, which humiliated the German people and their faith in democracy.
Mitcham in his word further says, Allies should have either totally destroyed and dismembered Germany, or else have made a sincere effort to make a fair and just peace with her and bring her into the family of nations as a full partner. But doing neither, they set the stage for Adolf Hitler and the Second World War. Adolf Hitler articulates in his Mein Kampf on every point of the Treaty of Versailles and its link to the Germans' feeling of rage and shame, subsequently arguing Germany to arm to teach a lesson to the Allied forces. Military historian Mitcham puts it, in my view, it is not going too far to state that the Nazi dictator should have worn a stamp on the seat of his pants with the 3 words on it, made at Versailles.
So the lesson is, as Keynes has rightly put it, for a much more generous peace, not out of a desire for justice or fairness. These are aspects for the peace.
That is it for today. Our next video might be about the Vietnam War and Uncle Ho. Or maybe on, yo, what's up with democracy these days? Keep a lookout, peeps. Like and subscribe.